Hi, buddy. Dr. Mary Wenzel here to talk about how do we feel heard or valued at work? It's a tough one, right? Sometimes we don't feel heard or valued at work. Okay, let's start with first the inside job, right? Um, we live in a culture and environment at work, and we can control some things. We can control where we put ourselves if it's not safe. We get out of there. Um, but if you're learning, like, okay, how can I change or enhance my perceptions? Get more big ideas? How can I, really acknowledge and partner with my own neurobiology, my own nerves, so I can be really functional and highly functional and fulfilled at work? Well, first start with your own internal brain plan, your brain love plan. So, what does that mean? The first thing is to treat your brain like a little puppy, right? So it needs water, it needs walk, it needs food, it needs rest, and you can't expect everything of it all day long, constant work, right? So it needs a little rest here and there, a little break. First of all, just acknowledge that you are full of billions of nerves in your brain that are full of good ideas, but it's also full of emotions, right? So the brain plan is number one, just care for it, TLC, right? So give it what it needs. Think of it like a plant or a little puppy, it needs some care daily. And then number two is you need to connect with humans because we are very social. So if you feel like no one likes you at work, no one's talking to you at work, no one acknowledges you at work, find one person that you can talk with. Someone's new, maybe welcome them, and watch how you walk into a meeting. Are you feeling nervous, negative? Everybody here's horrible. If there's anything you can do to manipulate and present with positive emotions, maybe right before the meeting, take a deep breath, think of things that you're grateful for, even if it's not the people in the room. You know, you get to go to work. Some people don't get to go to work. So maybe just some things like that get a few positive emotions going. Think of maybe somebody you feel really safe with, somebody that you love being with right before you step into that meeting, because a lot of times that will increase your own positive emotions and that is contagious. Even if you don't say anything, people can kind of feel your emotional state and it will kind of ripple through the room. So that's the neat thing is we do have some ability to change the feeling in the room, depending on how dominant it is. So you can at least try and enhance the positive emotions in the room with your own positive emotions. And then the next thing is to know your emotions, right? So know your emotional state. So just write down 3 emotions every day. Just write them down, put them on a scrap piece of paper, throw them out. Why? Because if we know what emotions that we're in, emotional awareness is part of successful living. So we don't have to fix it. We don't have to judge it. We just have to know it, right? So because a lot of times we feel emotions and we try to hide the emotions or suppress them. And emotions will change, right? They will. They'll up and down and over and flow through us and change throughout the day. I tend to have more negative emotions, the more hungry or tired I am. You might be the same. I start positive, go negative through the day. So there's things I have to do throughout the day to keep emotions more positive, right? It's hard when you're tired or hungry, right? So you have to take care of yourself. It's back to that brain love plan. You have to give it water, give it healthy, good, solid food with a lot of good nutrition, right? All right, guys. So be careful out there. Know that there are things that you have control over, and we could start there, right? You got this. Stay well.